Hello? Okay, weird. It was not picking up my mic at all. Hello, 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 hello. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. No, no, wait, come back. This is Codsworth. Handy helper. I don't know. I'm eating oatmeal. Mm. ENCHAMENT? No. This isn't an enchantment, right? It's not a conspiracy. Well, it's not a conspiracy. Of course, it has mana value. ENCHAMENT. Am I stupid? ENCHA enchant NTEMENT. Okay, no, it is an enchantment. I just can't read. If one or no. If you would no. How long have you been awake today? I woke up at like 1. So like 40 minutes ago. I was like, I need oatmeal. This is not abundance, yeah. If you CONTROL, no. CARCONRO. That explains how tired you sound. I got crossfaded last night. I'm a little hungover. We had to go to Applebee's and drink the Dracula's juice. We had to drink the Dracula juice, the bucket. At the begin, BEGGENING of your EN of each use upkeep. Draw a card. That doesn't seem right. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. If you drew if you we'll come back around to this. Let's do the daily MTG challenge. Not Trench Gorger. Fuck, what's the name of the Squid Boy? Chasm Skulker, yeah. So I think I'll go for Guildpack Informer. No, that's not the name of the card. It's the little fairy that proliferates on hit. Field Pact Informant. Not Thrumming Bird. The 3-mana Thrumming Bird. Aura. Nerd Rage. Mana value 2 green aura canopy cover. Bring Heart Nantuko. All in bright druid. Yawgmoth. Thran position. Black mana value 4 1/1 creature. Jesus. Black mana value 4 1/1 creature. Alenda. Aura. I think I got stuck on this exact one before too. Black mana value 4 aura. Yeah, last ride of last flight. Last. It's something. It's like last flight of the blank or something. Oh, the journey to no. The Golgari flip thing is not 3. It's 3 mana. Journey to Eternity is 3 mana. The removal aura from Final Fantasy. I know there's one from Final Fantasy and Neo. I don't know either of their names. You clock in and watch the stream at work, Simon. That's what most people do. Or you can listen to it. Inner Demon, yeah, that one. Black mana value 4 aura. It sucks because all the auras I'm thinking of in black are either 5 mana, 3 mana, or 2 mana. There's this gap that's 4. It's so difficult. Ooh. Non-creature auras. Yeah, no, that doesn't help. The goat aura that has the ghoul in the art, that's 3 mana, Victor. Ghoulish Impetus is 3 mana value. Grand Arbiter would make Animate Dead 3 mana. You're thinking of Necromancy, probably. Animate Dead's 2 mana. But yes, Thalia would make it a 4 mana aura. Necromancy. Yeah, no, Animate Dead's fucked up. Especially with Luris. Oh, Luris with Animate Dead is gross. EOE, yeah, Corral of the Void. Yeah, EOE aura, you're right. Necromancy isn't an aura too, you're right. Yeah, no, it becomes an aura when it enters. Is that true for Animate Dead as well? It is an aura. It's just Necromancy as a... That's a tough one. We'll figure that out later. Okay, great. We have YouTube all up and Twitch up, so I don't have to worry about anything. All right, let's look at the commissions. Base reveal when, or have I missed it? Here. Here, I got you. There you go. Look at that. Well, you only have until I open all the deck reviews for today. Okay, I got all of them. Well, I need one more. Okay. No more face reveal, everyone. If an elk wore pants, how would they wear them? They would wear them on all four legs. And it would like wrap around their entire body. It wouldn't be the back two legs. Yeah, kinda. All right. So who do we have for deck reviews? Do we have Templar? Okay, great. Hello, 420 Templar. The Taru Taru. I want the deck to break parity on symmetrical draw via Tataru's treasure collection plus rule of law effects. Add whatever. The deck feels bad to pilot. I really can't describe it better than that. It feels like a lot of the time you guys are stuck with unplayable cards that struggle to get value off. Should I be on a more flash and instance? The answer is probably yes. And also, if you don't have reprieve, you are throwing. All right, you are throwing. So let's talk a little bit of tech here. So I like the concept of like, oh, we're both gonna draw cards and have a good time. However, big issue is that doesn't win the game at all. We have Approach of the Second Sun here, which is just scream save me. I do not know how to win the game. Scrawling Crawlers here. Wow, yeah, Scrawling Crawlers here. I mean, I would expect to see like a Psychosis Crawler. Right. Everyone's always blown away by the vertical stream title being Attacking Vertical. And it's just like, yeah, it's a decent track. That's kind of funny. The name of vertical stream. So yeah, I like a good Psychosis Crawler because you're drawing cards alongside your opponents, so. I really do not appreciate 34 lands, by the way. So Weather Wayfarer does count as a land. But wow, I do not like. Each player may draw up to 2 cards for each list, and that player gains 2 life. Okay. Okay, I'm not digging Virtue of Loyalty. It's kind of cute with like Lauren, right? So you go like untap Lauren, retap Lauren. But it's kind of too weak to be doing that. I'd much rather see like a Drum Bellower. If you wanted to do that. Plus, there's also just like so many other better things to do. Do exclamation coffee, exclamation point KOFI, BBB Raj 14. Yeah, that's my attempt. If you do exclamation point coffee, you can get a link to submit your deck to. Hopefully that worked. The coffee command, sometimes it doesn't work. In which case, someone get the link. I know what this deck is, but it needs Swords to Plowshares. Yep, I agree. We do not have Swords to Plowshares in the deck already. If you're running the okay, good, you're not. So I'm like really vibing with a lot of this deck right now, which sucks because we need to make a lot of cuts to make room for like really cool stuff. It's Sun Pearl Kirin, the first card that's I don't really like. It's not bad to bounce your own stuff, but it's just like kind of not the best way to protect what you're doing. And we need to make room. We only get to run 100 cards. I don't know if this is a Dawn's Truce kind of deck. It doesn't feel like you're beating people to death. No, you can so long as you pay the $35 for the deck review, which honestly might go up because it does sell out really quickly now. Then you get your deck review. You don't have to tip a single dime, but some people do, and that's very sweet. Yeah, I'm not vibing with the Dawn's Truce here. Delivery Moogle gets Mox Amber's Soul Ring, Springleaf Drum, Pearl Medallion. Not bad. It shouldn't be sold out right now. What the hell did I not? I thought I refreshed the slots, but I guess I didn't. I just like changed the date. My fault. All right, there you go. Now you can get a deck review. I don't know why. I guess I just like mind farted and just didn't refresh the slots. Yeah, they are not sold out. There's 6 available. That is a vow. I like your temples under tech. Quick, clever concealment can go. Okay, we can maybe cut actual rule of law. Especially if you have recruiter. Okay, great, you do. Because recruiter can get Aethersworn Canonist, which is effectively a rule of law. Jayski, thank you for resubbing. At tier 1. When is the time to pay for one? And 2, am I able to share / send images for custom cards like altars? Yes, you can attach image files to the commission. And when is it time to pay for one? Like, oh, you pay for it when you get the deck review, and then I'll review it on the next week's stream. All right, let's get some lands in this deck. Tithe. Like, Tide's really good. It's 2 lands in 1. Yeah, Hall of Heliod's would be pretty good if it is an RDN. Add another planes. Is MDFC type land? Seems like an on-do inversion kind of list. The 37 is still pretty low, but that's not counting Tithe, not counting Weathered Wayfarer, so why Tithe instead of land tax? Tithe lets you get any planes card you want. So you can get oh wait, this deck isn't running Mistveil. Okay, probably would be better. Well, Tithe also happens right away. Land tax, you have to wait until your next upkeep. Tithe, you just get the 2 lands right now. Can we dirtle towards onto inversion? My brother, this deck is all about making tokens, treasure tokens every turn forever. Yes, we will ramp into it. Onto inversion will be cast in this deck quite handily. We make a fuckload of treasure. Also reprieve. You need reprieve. Reprieve lets you bounce approach the second sun back to your hand and then cast it again. So approach doesn't have to resolve the first time. You just have to have a cast a spell name approach. So when you reprieve it back to your hand for 9 total mana, you can cast it again next turn and win. Hi, Togofu. All right, let's play test. There's Weathered Wayfarer, but let's get a Temple Bell down. Eidolon of Rhetoric. Ameria the Sky Rune is fucking aspirational. I love early streaming. 6, 7. Overlord the Mistmoors. Yeah, so Emiria will be on like turn 15. So yeah, like the main issue is just like kind of you're not winning. See, this is like so Emiria probably doesn't matter. Like that would always just be better as an untapped planes. Adagia I like more. I mean, we could try for like constructs. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you're not really doing that though. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Create a copy that's an exile the card, except it's 0/0 and has +1/+1 for each construct you control, not artifact. Bummer. Because you could go like full Academy Manufacturer in this deck, right? Like, okay, go Wedding Ring. So you give someone a wedding ring. You give someone a wedding ring. Whenever you draw a card on your turn, they draw a card. Right? And then what you do is you crack a ton of clues from like Academy Manufacturer. But you don't make a new treasure token. Oh, this breaks my heart. I still think Wedding Ring's really good in this deck. Especially since you have Teleportation Circle. Do you have Moonblessed Cleric? No, you don't. Okay. So Moonblessed Cleric's really good in this deck because you can go Moonblessed Cleric, Teleportation Circle, play Teleportation next turn, and then you flicker the Moonblessed Cleric, and you get to set up the top card of your library again with another enchantment. The Season of the Burrow is a bit questionable. This is kind of a flicker deck, so you're just going to lose the Indestructible counter. And then Soul Partition. It's fine. Draw. Plains. Next turn. Plains. Tataru Taru. You get a treasure token. Or you get a card. I get a card. Treasure token. Alright, go Gadget, Esper Sentinel. Moonblessed Cleric, get Teleportation Circle. Jelly's already in the deck, Brian. I'm not adding it because it's already here. Onto Inversion. On turnover. Flicker Tataru Taru, make a treasure token, draw a card. Is the best way to play Blink also to play stacks? No, not necessarily, but, you know. This deck's not very good at attacking people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Approach of the Second Sun. Hooray. So, I tucked Teleportation Circle. I'm smart. Flicker Tataru Taru. Draw a card, make a treasure. There's Reprieve. Don't I feel like a doofus? Crawling Crawler. Pass. Reprieve your game-winning play. Draw a card. Also draw a card when we flicker Tataru Taru. Make a treasure token. 1, 2, 3. Even Interrupter your game-winning play. Do we have any way to draw a card here? Beza, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beza. Oh, wait, no, we draw a card off Scrawling Crawler. Beza, draw a card. Like, here you're setting up really nicely for an Approach of the Second Sun win. Just go, no fun allowed maximum. This flickers Tataru Taru, draw a card, get a tap treasure. Did I shuffle my library without thinking? When did I shuffle my library? I probably hit close and shuffle after clicking view library. We drew enough cards to win with Second of the Sun there. Yeah, I definitely did shuffle. All right, I think that feels pretty good. Just more removal and interaction, and then also, of course, yelling in your ear, "Run Reprieve! Run Reprieve!" You could also do something like a Nettle Cyst kind of angle, where it's like, I have a ton of treasure, and now I'm beating you to death. something more like that. Overall, I don't think this is a bad deck, though. It's definitely very slow. But that's just kind of what you're signing up for Tataru Taru in the command zone. I think maybe one thing you want is a Grand Abolisher. You're drawing your opponents all these cards. You don't want them to use them on your turn, do you? Howling Mine does not help Tataru Taru. Argent Dias sucks low-key. I have it in my 2-headed giant cube too, and it's like, wow, really? I might be cutting it. I do have Warm Trousers with the Arwin deck. We're a Pariah deck. All right, Warm Trousers is here. Great. Should be present for this stream. Warm Trousers. This is a deck I'm currently brewing. It plays okay in play test, but it feels like it's missing some extra sauce. The goal of the deck is to make a board full of permanents with indestructible counters, as spread from Arwin via resourceful defense and nesting grounds. Okay, creating more counters via blinking and proliferating. The win condition of the deck is to give everyone poison counters while I have indestructible banding blockers, flyers, and glacial chasm to stall until that point. I should ideally be very mean high bracket 3 deck. I'm planning to play this deck against the degenerate decks in my LGS in our pretty dumb bracket 3 house rules tournaments. Main house rule of concern is no infinite combos before the 8th turn cycle. Ideally, no more than $5 a card, unless the spice is undeniable, in which case the $20 card is totally fine. The deck does not feel mean or fast enough. In fact, wins or feel too slow, but it also feels too slow at creating large lifelink indestructible creatures. Okay, so I think the issue that you're running into is like, if you can protect Pariah on Arwin, you just win. You win every single time. And I think what's stalling you up a little bit is the flicker idea. If your whole thing is counters, flickers sucks. Flickers is awful. So that in mind. Oh, also just like, what did we do? Huatley's Raptor. When it enters proliferate. Like, yeah, it exists, I guess. But like, surely there's better proliferators. Wow. I mean, even this is better than the one you're running on ETB. Like, huh? You may reveal a land card from among them. If you don't put a card in your hand this way, proliferate. So it draws you a land or proliferates. You get to pick. Whenever one or more creatures you control do combat damage to a player, proliferate. Ramp or proliferate. Twice. Listening Sphere is incredible in these corrupted decks. White Thrumming Bird is definitely playable here. Yeah, no ETB proliferate on this guy. Yeah, Grateful Apparition. Yeah, 5 white picks makes Anti-Venom unplayable. Metastatic, Norn's Choir Master. Our commander is Arwen. That's going to be super easy to trigger. When this creature deals combat damage to a player or dies, proliferate, which is like pretty worth it. Melfear is literally so good. It fights. All right. So, really don't like this because you're not going to get dealt combat damage in any game where you're doing what you want to do, which is Pariah. I like the Monarch cards. Okay. Honestly, yeah, Venerated Rot Priest is already in. Great. I'm surprised not to see a Court of Ardenvale. Card's really good. So, Audric is fine. I just don't think that's our game plan. The Lie is great. I like this combo a lot. Broodmoth doesn't feel at home here. Lenore. Arwin. All right. Let's keep. Okay, I can see what you mean when you say it's too slow, because like I can definitely see that here. But the issue is like, sure, it's too slow, but also okay, maybe I'll argue against Pariah's shield. You just already have 2 enchantment Pariahs and the means to tutor them up. So this is another deck without Moonblast Cleric, huh? Yeah, I think these ETB proliferate creatures are a little embarrassing. Let's get Astral Cornucopia. Like, this is just a stupid amount of ramp for a deck like this. Expedition Map's getting a little too cute with the lands package. Even if you need a third, Losky, you have Court of Grace and Court of Ardenvale that returns things that have been blown up. Read the description, Ghostception. Read the description of the stream. Unless you're on vertical, in which case you need to go to the horizontal stream. Why is there banding cards in the deck? They block really good. Which honest, and it sounds like the person just really likes banding. So like, yeah, the major thing though is you just never need to block because you have fucking Pariah on an indestructible. Like, we don't need to do that. But it seems a bit pet card territory, so I wasn't really too keen on cutting them. Okay, we have 4 slots. Moon Blessed Cleric. If you think the banding is bad, you can cut it. I do think the banding is bad. I think this is actively betraying what you want to do with the deck. And this is mostly because with great power and Pariah means you're never taking damage from combat anyway. Like, you're just immortal. So that being said, if we're already never taking combat damage at all forever, let's just accelerate into that more. So, like, you can run Birds of Paradise. Like, I think dorks are the best way to go about this. Avacyn Pilgrim, Wild Growth. Delighted Halfling. Birds is a little expensive, actually, so we don't have to run birds. I do think Delighted Halfling is worth the price tag, though. Like, if you can afford $15, you should do this over a Llanowar. Okay, you do own a birds. I think this deck's gonna run so much smoother once you have a couple dorks like this. I would like to up your forest count somewhat. Cape Academy Vista's already in. Oh, Lush Portico's only $6. That's a steal. $12 forests, 13 forests, 14 forests, 15-ish forests. So let's call it 14, 15. Okay, so you have 15 forests. That's enough for Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl. Okay, great. Check this out. Arbor Elf. Arwin. For each creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. Anyway, here's Contagious Forak, top 4. Overgrown Farmland. Like, see, already better than the +2/+2 dork you were running earlier. Surveil 1. Not bad. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Expand the Sphere. Once again, another card that's been added. Top 6. You can put up to 2 land cards from among them. We only got 1, but we get to proliferate the other one. One, 2. Metastatic Evangel. 1, 2, 3. Evolution Sage. Proliferate. Land. Proliferate. Untap this forest. Dink dink. Dawn of a New Age. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. Draw a card. Next turn. B4. Court of Ardenvale. We're the Monarch. Draw 2 cards. Also, we proliferated, so this stays at 4. This goes to 5. So, Inspiring Call, what has it done this game? Like, I know we cut some +1/+1 counter cards, but, like, I just think it's the wrong direction to be headed in anyway. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a permanent control, that many +1 are put on instead. Like, I guess you could have removed counters with Arwin. But, like, I want to kind of move out of the flicker synergy a little bit more. I think more removal would definitely be good. The main issue I have with flicker, by the way, chat, for this is it's really good to flicker a lot of creatures, but it's not good to flicker Arwin unless you're resetting her. But, like, you don't want to reset Arwin if she has the strongest play in the deck, Pariah or Great Power on her, right? So it's really just a clusterfuck, honestly. It's like, I want to enchant Arwin with an indestructible granting aura, but also I want to flicker her for value. And it's just like, these are inconsolable ideas. Let's get Everflowing Chalice. And then we can run probably instead of I don't know. I just don't like Ghost Way. They're all non-token creature. Okay, maybe Semester's End is better then. Because it returns with counters. Exile any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers you control. Beautiful. So, we need Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness, when flickered with Semester's End or Eerie Interlude, it can create a protection loop. She's also just a decent card. You can also get an Ephemerate loop going with Eternal Witness as well. Also just get a Recruiter the guard target. What does Season of the Burrow say? Target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. With an indestructible counter on it. If you bring back an indestructible Pariah, that's pretty sexy. Okay. One more card. I don't like Skrelv's Hive that much. Okay, maybe you were cooking with Expedition Map. I also get Sylvan Scrying. But honestly, I missed those cards, so let's add them back in. Yeah, World Slayer would be funny. Now let's get another forest. This is for Eerie Interlude. Okay, great. Okay, great. Nice. And then you tuck all of, you sack lanes to it. Draw a card off the monarchy. Next turn, we have a trigger. Upkeep. Bring back planes. It's a garter. That's an elf. I don't want to draw that, so I'm going to Thirsting Roots. And then we can Dank, remove a counter, +1/+1 counter, +1/+1 counter, draw a card. Dink. We'll pass. Dink, proliferate. We'll draw a card off the monarchy. Draw a card here. Next turn. The Sariema. White 1/2. Oh wait, no, it's on top of my library. So we need to proliferate. Draw a card. And then 1, 2, 3. The Sariema. Search for legendary creature. Go with Shalai. All right, and then next turn we can sack Court of Ardenvale or Glacial Chasm. Look, bring back Glacial Chasm. So now you don't have to play with... Oh no, this is target, right? Return target, yeah, so you can't do this loop. But still, you're sitting pretty here. I think this is good to go. I think one thing maybe you should be on is Heliod's Pilgrim. In addition to Moonblast Cleric, because Heliod's Pilgrim can get with Great Power, Pariah, or either of your 1-drop ramp spells. Honestly, it might be better than Everflowing Chalice. Is there a budget restriction in the deck? Otherwise, Solitude could be good with Flickers. Yeah, there was a budget restriction. All right, Jay Ski. All right. Game plan is to drop Indominus Rex with a bunch of keywords and do commander damage things. Open to suggestions if the game plan seems flat. Aiming to keep it bracket 2 or 3. No universe bond restrictions. Prefer to keep individual cards under $10. Need help balancing the keywords for my creatures as long as I have enough interaction. Okay. Well, also having enough interaction. Feel like too many times I get stuck on having mega keywords on Indominus Rex on a board with no way to reload a hand. Okay. Discard any number of creature cards. And then when it leaves, you draw a card for each counter on it. Okay. Okay, Togefu, thank you. Whoa, that's crazy good. So Arcane Signet's having me scratch my head. Like, what are we doing there? The fairies is implying we're doing a lot of things really well. In which case we're winning. Number creature cards in the graveyard. That's funny. I don't know if I like communal brewing though. My commander gets 9/9 when it enters. It's like, okay. Hang on, we're not getting to ads quite yet. Elk reference. Vigilance and reach suck. Trample's the only good word you're getting from Gale Ward Moose. Indestructible vigilance. No. Backup to commander feels really weird. All the people I teach Magic love the Moose, though. Of course they love the Moose. It's funny, but it's like, it's not the best card for this deck. So where are we getting +1/+1 counters from? Is the idea you just graft onto the Indominus Rex and then can regenerate it? Once again, there's this like vigilance fetish throughout the entire deck, and it's just like vigilance is not good. I like Creeping Renaissance. Oh, colon. X-proof. Sort MV. Because the +1/+1 counters count towards card draw. I suppose so. But I don't know if I really like it. X-proof sort mana value type creature. Eater Virtue is funny, but it's probably not good. I think hexproof is definitely one of the best words you can put on your guy. Only issue is not a lot of good low mana value creatures have hexproof that have good upside. Oh, Monvali Beast Tracker. It's okay. But damn. I love that card. It's a lot of conditional hexproof. Conditional hexproof doesn't work. Like, it depends on the card. For Paradise Druid, though, it doesn't work. You're just completely wrong, Liam. I'm sorry. Flying lifelink hexproof from Planeswalkers. So close to greatness. Yeah, wow. There's not a lot of things that are hexproof and also good. And Slippery Bog Bonder isn't bad. All right, let's see. Let's look at this Breaker of Creation that everyone's foaming at the mouth about. Hexproof from each color. That doesn't work. This is bad. Right? Hexproof from each color. This doesn't work, does it? What do you mean? Am I losing my mind? There's no way that's how it works, Zilla. Saying, oh, you get a hexproof from green counter, a hexproof from red counter. No, no, no. There's no way. It is? That makes no fucking sense. That's like so weird. If cards in your graveyard have multiple hexproof abilities, such as hexproof, hexproof from white, and hexproof from black, a counter of each variant will be put onto a creature. Jesus, what the fuck? No, Progenitus wouldn't work. What the fuck? I don't like Magic anymore. This sucks. So, like, you'd get a hexproof from blue counter. Would you get a hexproof from activated abilities and triggered abilities counters? Hexproof from Planeswalkers counter? That's ridiculous. Okay, so is MDFC type land? Valligate Recovery seems very good. Disciple of Freyles isn't bad either. We have Biophagus. Isn't there another one that's like when you cast a creature spell with this mana, you get a +1/+1 counter on it? Yeah, like... Actually, I like all these forests. Please don't put in your deck. Reliquary Tower. Okay. Okay, good. ID2 and our budget, yay! Run good lands. Beautiful. We have 13, 14 forests. Type forest ID2. Okay. So the reason why we want a high forest count the reason why we want a high forest count is for I want to add the arbor elf bullshit into here. Birds of Paradise also gives you flying. You can run Paraguayf, right? Yeah. Paraguay's really good. Death Touch Lifelink, and then it also draws you creatures. It's bigger. Oh no, we need island. Keep in mind I added lands to this deck. Unkeepable. Keepable. Like, you had so many colorless lands before, too. It was, like, really bad. Right on time, Layla Annex. Great job. Look at this beautiful hand. Not really, but... Vigilance, Reach, Death Touch. Boop. Dink, dink. Elder Gargaroth. You missed the draw? When do I draw? Why? Enters, you draw a card for each counter on it. I see. That was when it died for some reason. I thought this card was, like, fine. But it turns out, no, it's a horrific monstrosity. It feels like you've been killing people. Weakling 4, it has flying, but I agree. I'm not a big fan of this. Sylvan Caryatid's already in. Rod's orders. I don't know what creature you want to put in your graveyard, though. There's not a lot of things here you want to entomb besides maybe Scavenge Brawler. I think you're right in that you need some more removal. Like, let's do Terra Sunder. Terra Sunder's pretty great. All right. Should be ready, Jscape. Okay. Now let's do Togefu. Yeah, Eradicator or Valkyrie, like, what do you get? You get Flying, Lifelink, Hexproof from Planeswalkers. What is that doing better than, like, every other creature that we already have? Not a lot. Not a lot. All right, I'm Togefu. I'm putting together bracket 3 vehicle deck. The commander's a custom card. You can take it into consideration, but it also works with this fellow. I don't. Yeah, so this is the commander if they aren't cool with custom commander card. You did not send it in with a custom card like Link or whatever. There's no attachments, so I don't know what the custom card is. The game plan is to assemble a chain of tutors to slow down the table with sacks and beat the table down with vehicles. The creature tutors assemble either mana or card advantage, and then creatures to crew vehicles. I'm okay with UB. No real budget. The problem I'm encountering is curating the sub-themes and narrowing the type of stacks I put in. Thank you, Animentora. I want the deck to be okay. Is there like a? Okay, there's a link here. I see. I'm blind. Okay, here it is. This is the custom commander card. Beginning of your combat, your turn, target historic creature explores. If it was a vehicle or spacecraft, instead scry 2, then it explores. Okay, so this is like the custom card commander, and then this is the actual commander if the table's like, I don't like rule 0. So, yeah, this is pretty funny. So it just discards vehicles. In which case, Enlightened Tutor, it's on your upkeep that you explore, right? Combat. Still, you could run like top deck tutors. So Enlightened Tutor. And then you can run like refurbish effects. Yeah, one in considering. Instead of refurbish, though, you can do one last job. That is better. I think one of these effects is cute. Yeah, I'm not here to critique their custom card. I'm here to review the deck. This is always better as Battle of Bywater. Destroy other creatures with power 3 or greater, then create a food token. I don't think I like trash for treasure. Especially in a deck with only 21 artifacts. Hmm. I don't know if I like a lot of these Dax pieces. I like Word of Bones, though. The Janky Casual, thank you for the 9-viewer raid. I think 43 is a bit too many lands, honestly. You have a lot of discard outlets, too. Are we running Sand Scout? Yes, we are. Okay. I don't like Lotus Field. Oh, but it's for Ketchup Ramp Streamer. I know, and I don't like it still. It's crazy. No, what if Fiddles is pretty good. Not a big fan of Backhanger. Cycle Land. All right. The thing is that all the Ketchup Ramp synergy is already captured by Sand Scout. This is our piece of Ketchup Ramp. So why are we running really fragile lands to enable Sand Scout when instead we could just do it independently because we already have Arid Archway. All right, that freed up some slots. Let's look at vehicles. I want you to run big stupid things like Rolling Hamsphere and Reaver Titan's already end good. Parhelion 2, I want you to run. And then you can also run another recursion spell in the form of a tune-up, which just makes it a creature. And then you can run my favorite card, Nexus of Becoming, which you draw a card, then you exile an artifact or creature card from your hand, and then when you do, it becomes a 3/3. So you'll have a Parhelion 2 that's permanently crewed off of the Nexus of Becoming. Or what have you. Okay. What about like Leonin Abunus? Artifacts have hexproof. There's probably some card that's like historic things get hexproof in white, right? But like, this is the best I can think of right now, and it can get got off Imperial Recruiter. Windswept Heath. Sacred Foundry. Gamble. Reaver Titan. Sorry. Little something called Entomb, pal. I don't want creatures to be hexproof. I want artifacts to be hexproof. Timekeeper. Vehicles are not always creatures. Oh, a little something called Entomb, buddy. Look it up. Ass. One, two, three, four, five. I saw this and I got so excited. I was like, holy shit. Okay, I don't like Lightstall Inquisitor. Let's get... Rustfield Bridge is pretty good. Oh, you're right. I should add Padim to this deck. What do you want? What are you on? Yeah, I don't like Signet Lands. We can cut that for an Arena of Glory. Arena of Glory works really well with Doretti, which in my opinion is just the better card. So Doretti's star actually changes depending on actually how many artifacts you have. So there's definitely chances to get this with Imperial Recruiter in this deck. Okay, this hand's incredible, and I'll show you guys why. 4 more basic lands. We don't. Demolition Field. 1/2 Sand Scout, Arid Archway. Pick up and drop Radiant Summit. Okay, here we go. White, Enlightened Tutor. Oh, wait, hang on, no. You go fetch with the Enlightened Tutor on the stack. Elegant Parlor. No, wait. I'm brain dead. You fetch for Elegant Parlor in response to the ETB of Elegant Parlor. You Enlightened Tutor. Fucking Parhelion 2. Whoa! Surveil 1. Whoa, we're so lucky, chat. Dink, dink. Blow up your Cabal coffers. Get, basic. Get a plains. So here's the issue with your deck. It's really hard to crew shit. This is crew 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, or 1, 2. Pull it in. Oh, wait, no, we just need to drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Angel of the Ruins. Salvation Engine. Attack. Bring back Parhelion. Leona and Indominus. These are now hexproof. Yay! Yeah, Thousand Moon Smithy is a good one. I like the Thousand Moon Smithy suggestion. Okay. Maybe Hanger is actually pretty good. But I would like to see it alongside a weathered wayfarer, so you could like actually go grab it. I don't believe we're ever activating Mines of Moria. I don't really like a Dagia here. A lot of our things are already legendary. And you can't even do it on Reaver Titan as protection for mana value 3 or less. Indomitable. It's not bad. Okay. So let's go up 1 desert. 2 deserts, I suppose. Oh, whoops, wrong deserts. I'm dumb. You want Ramanop Ruins and Shefet Dunes, not these 2 that I just added. Well, 101 cards. You cut a mountain for Weather Wayfarer. You prefer the Tap Desert or the Pain Desert? I always prefer the Pain Deserts. You have 40 life. Throw a pair. And we can just drop Ramanov Ruins here. Look, free Entomb. One, two, three, four. People want to run Reliquary Tower, by the way. Like, look at this. We will return target mount or vehicle card. Whenever it attacks, you create a 1/1. Oh, he's so close to crewing it, this asshole. One, two, three, four. We have 2 artifacts. We have 3 artifacts. Make 3 hamsters. Does 3 damage to any target. Ta-da. I think this is good to go. Although, honestly, Chance to Leave is not inspiring too much joy in me. I think I would rather see, like, Brotherhood's End. Not Brotherhood's End, right? This is the sweeper. I'm thinking of Bitter Reunion. There you go. Yep. Oh, Colden does his crew it automatically. I see. Okay, yeah. Cruise right away. I see. We're good. Yeah, Bitter Reunion. All right, great. Beautiful. Yeah, this is way better. Looks good. People will go like, oh, you need to have a mass reanimate spell with Colden, but honestly, I don't think you do. I think this is just perfectly good. Ruby, you scared the shit out of me. Fourth time Cleopatra submission, JK. Orzhov Hatebears. Where I lock you out from tapping your lands with Urborg, Korma Spell, Commander / Snorn. Or I beat you with Brazella. It's fun, but a little slow and grindy due to the nature of the deck in my pod. Has to work with lesbian women narrative that the deck already has. It needs to be only lesbians that we add. Other than that, go nuts. If we have to remove the initiative package, I'd really not like it, but I'd understand. No, we keep the initiative. Initiative's broken. Second time submission, it's been a hot minute. Recently cut out Soul Ring, all my favorite bracket 3 and below decks, which made me rethink a lot of my decks for a bit. Okay. Yeah, Thalia's Lancer's is already in. Very good. You can get Urborg with that, which is really important. It sucks that Weathered Wayfarer isn't a hot lesbian. Because it would be so good in this deck. Holy. In considering. Theriam is very good with Bruna, Gisela. I imagine you already have Felia in. Yeah, Felia's in. Starfield Shepherd. Yeah, great. Low load of 1 drops there. Okay, Fortune Frontier, Light and Shadow. Out. Umazawa was a guy, so we're not gonna mess with that in the lesbians deck. And I also saw it was here. Yeah, Phyrexian Censor's a dude. We can't run that. Okay. Is there a female Weathered Wayfarer? Oh, one day we can get a female Weathered Wayfarer. Yeah, I hope so. Orb a spell. I think it might be time for Kumbal to come out. I mean, I think this deck for the most part's like really good. I think in my current state of mind, I would rather just get more lands in here. So like Ash Barrens. Keen Duelist. Why Keen Duelist? Our mana value really isn't that high. You want to see a deck where I run Keen Duelist? This is a Keen Duelist deck. Behold. For reference, this is where the 7 drops stop. And we get into 5 drops. Yeah, the draw's not bad off of it, of course, but you're also drawing an opponent a card. It's just like, ugh. Hmm. how to make this deck gayer. This is tough. Do we already have Urza's Cave? We don't. And that's a free ball because it's a land. Oh, I love you, even Mind Sensor, but Opposition Agent just wears it better. Selfless Spirit out, probably. Okay, Art, Woman. Type, Creature, Sort, MB, OTAG, Hate Bear. I am curious if we can pull some Hate Bears. I put in a couple of the considering cards. I forgot which ones. I do like Hushbringer, but how hard does it mess with us up? Knight of the White Orchid. Oh, you know what? We should probably get Sand Scout in this deck now that I think about it. And 5-mana Elish Norn. Okay, 5-mana Elish Norn's already in. Okay, so Sand Scout. Georgie, thank you for getting a deck review for next week. Ooh, Moxfield having a little bit of a hiccup. I'd like to put Sand Scout in this deck. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, our cards interact in a poor way. Yeah, like, of course, naturally. Rule of law mixed so we can't cast more than one spell from our hand. Like, right? Like, these affect us too. But you control when you play it. Anyway, Sand Scout in. Ta-da. This works really well with Felia. And we can kind of freeball the first 3 deserts. And then the 4th one's a little bit more difficult, but maybe you just cut a plains for it. Scavenger Grounds. And the best part about Sand Scout is that it is a beautiful woman. So we're on theme. Mother Givers are both fine. They're definitely fine. I mean, if you want to add one, probably add Mother. Jeffet Dunes and If Near Deadlands, I believe, are the other 2 I want to add. We already have Arid Archway and Scab Grounds. Okay, great. I did add Scavenger Grounds. Yes, I did. Okay, great. So now we can add... Oh, no. So if you want to go Giver, Mother, Starfield Shepherd, that is a thing you can do. All right, let's play test this. Sand Scout. Type. Desert. It Arid Archway. Bounces If Near Deadlands back to hand. Play If Near Deadlands as land for turn. Pass. Or equip this. Pass. White, black 1. And 1 extra floating. 1, 2, 3. White Plume Adventurer, take the initiative. Get a swamp. White 1. Sanctiprelate on 2. Attack. Draw, discard. Beautiful. This feels pretty good. I think I want you to run a Tajiri shelter. Dawn's Truce. Let's rerun Selfless Spirit. Even though it's a guy. Probably out with Archangel of Tithes, sadly. Why the Ash Barrens, if you don't mind me asking? You basic land cycle it into a plains or a swamp. Like, it's just a dual land. Like, why wouldn't you want to run it? Like, I think in this deck, this is better than a, like, Evolving Wilds or what have you. You can play it untapped if you want. I mean, you're already running your on color fetch, and if you're like me, you don't like running off color fetches that much. You avoid it when you can. So just like another fetch. If you really want to, you can go like Fabled Passage. It's just not as good in the early game. Isolated Chapel. If Near Deadlands. Arcane Signet. Urza's Cave. Pass. Or actually go 1, 2, 3. Recruiter of the Guard. Puff Felia. Doot. Pass. Actually, you can go 1, 2, 3. Tibna. Felia. Flicker. Or Flashin. Combat. Swing. Exile this. Draw a card off Tibna. Second main. Try to sneak a Karma spell through. Recruiter the Guard. Toughness 2. Hello? This should work. There we go. Grim Servant. No. So normally here it's like Ifelia for in Kellen. I'd get the stupid card. 2 and a green. Fierce Empath. And then you could tutor for Elish Norn. But here you're just kind of SOL in a major way. Like Dark Confidant. No, not really. What is cool though, Malaran is a woman, pretty factually, and she combos with Opposition Agent. How do you spell any part of her name? Selfless Spirit art tag is female? Dude, I don't know why everything's so slow right now, by the way, chat. I'm so sorry. Scryfall. Is Scryfall shitting itself? I think it has to be Scryfall. I think Scryfall's down. Skyfall is not working. Yeah, that definitely throws a wrench in things. Okay, here. Let's look at this art real quick. Okay, I guess I can see the feminine features. Okay, maybe Selfless Spirit is a woman. I had no idea. I always thought this was a guy. Okay, this is the guard I'm talking about, though. Oh, but it's a 2/3. You can't get it with Recruiter. You can get it with all the legendary tutors, though. If this was a 2/2, it'd be so good. Anyway, I'm having a really hard time figuring out how to make this deck better. It's already very good. Maybe Terrible Impairs, Court of Ambition. Literally watch the first deck review of the stream, Thuglet. I did a Tataru Taru deck today. So just go watch the first deck review here. Okay. So I want to add Ghostway and Eerie Interlude. Do you have enough black for Grim Servant now? I mean, no. Probably not the best thing to be running, honestly. And instead, what would I run? It's tough to think about. Like maybe an Ephemerate, but there's not a lot of ETBs that you're really too keen on besides Recruiter. This could be another Sajiri step deck, or Sajiri Shelter's already in. Maybe not Lily. Now we have 2 more slots to put Orzhov goodies in. Wear Fox Bodyguard. Enters, you can exile 2 creatures if you have Elish Norn out. Or you can like protect and spell one of your things. Maybe like a Bitter Triumph. You get a ton of life back, so paying... Oh, no, never mind. They don't have lifelink, but... like, discarding a card to this is pretty great for you, because you want to discard... big fatties if you have Karmic Guide, or... Gisela if you draw her. Play test this now. Selfless Spirit. Into Timna, draw a card. Into Giver, the Seriema, get Felia. Attack with Selfless Spirit, draw a card. Bolt this in. Thalia, Heretic Cathar. Protection from green. Swing at the green player, swing at a different player, draw 2. Flash and Felia. Okay, there is Gisela. Attack. Flicker the Seriema. Attack here. Give Felly protection. Draw 2 cards. Dariema comes back on the end step. Lets you find Elishnorn now. Move to discard. Gisela out. Arid Archway out. Honestly, you probably could have played Twilight Prophet this turn. Keep Arid Archway. Yeah, read the coffee, please. It's in the description, out of order. Flash and Containment Priest. Only issue is Containment Priest does stuff, Gisela, if you ever want to play her. Anyway, next turn. So all we need now is Urborg. And we normally have a lot of ways to get that, but we've drawn none of them. Pretty slow. Pick up Witch Enchanter. So maybe it was right to get, instead of Elishnorn here, even though I got blinded by the Korma spell, you don't flash out Containment Priest and you get Bruna. Alright, that feels pretty good. You melded Bruna like turn 7-ish there. If you played it not bad, unlike me. So it looks good to me. Group 8. Right, next up, Misty. Sort mana value. Hello, Misty. Okay. I imagine you're here, right, Misty? Ooh. Okay, I'm here. Okay, great. Yep, mono red Nogi. I submitted my Nogi list to get it looked over. This deck is a bracket 2 dragons deck focused on hitting people in the face with dragons to lay win. I'm currently unsure about the 2 mana rocks I'm running, if I need this much or if it can cut them all together. Also, I want to include clone spells. I've been considering making a proper sub-theme. If you could look over my mana base and spice it up a bit, that would be great. No tutors, please, and no non-dragons creatures. Also, do not cut Varix or Shivan Dragon. Okay. I already duplicated this. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't like Fractured Power Stone. It always breaks my heart when people are like, don't put tutors in because there's the Hoarding Dragon. This card's so cute. Search your library for an artifact card, exile it, then shuffle, and you can get like Mirror of the Forebearers. And then you have to kill this dragon to put in your hand. Send a DM as well as on coffee. Did I receive the DM? Yes, I did. I will be there for the stream. Budget restrictions, no cards over $10 and $2 overhead overall budget. And please do not cut Mirror of the Forebears as my pet card. You can tutor for Mirror of the Forebears with Hoarding Dragon. It's so good. You can add that if wanted. So you are fine with tutors. So you are fine with tutors. I'm going to crash out. Like, this is a tutor. Tutor on a dragon is cool. Oh my lord. What about Cerulean of the Claw? How does this guy make you feel? Can we just like stop Scryfall? Like, can we just let's get over it, pal. There we go. It's a $12 card. Tap, search your library for a dragon permanent card, put on the battlefield and shuffle. That dragon gains haste until end of turn, and then you exile on the next end step. So for 8 mana, you can put dragons into play. 8 total. It's in considering. For your consideration. Because like Fire Crystal gives it haste, Arena of Glory gives it haste. I imagine you have some amount of rituals. You don't, but you have Inspired Tinkering, which ramps you quite a bit. Eight mana for a temporary dragon is a lot. Yes, but you get to choose the dragon. And if it's Udvara Hellkite, you win on your next turn, right? I mean, I don't blame you for being a bit skeptical, but you'd probably have to run some more rituals. I don't like Thrill of Possibility at all. Flare of Duplication. Yep. Let's run, I'd probably recommend Untimely Malfunction. It's just nice to point a removal spell away from your dragon and over there. Oh, it's already in. I'm blind. I'm sorry. You don't have Bolt Bend, though. And Bolt Bend's very good with huge dragons. I mean, let's playtest this. To see what cards are kind of slow. Okay, we are missing our land drop here, which sucks heavy. And that's not your fault. Missing another land drop. That sucks. So that's not the deck's fault, that's just unlucky. What does random encounter say? Come on, Scryfall. Do it. Random encounter. Scryfall's not responding. Yes, we know. Is this the card I'm thinking of? Random encounter. MTG. Open image, a new tab. We are. Shuffle your library, then mill 4 cards. For each creature card milled this way, put each creature, they gain haste. At the beginning of the end of next turn, return those creatures to their owner's hand. So yeah, you get to shit a bunch of dragons from the top into play, and then they go back into your hand. I can't put it in your deck, but just it's mentally put it there. And let's take out. Okay, here we go. We got it in. It's probably Steel Hellkite. It's really funny against token decks, but okay. Let's play test this now. Honestly, this might be like a terrain generator kind of deck too. A lot of these 2-drop rocks do help like in the later game, but like Nogi doesn't need the help to like make your guys happen. The Lathless. No. Is my response to you. The creature count's not low enough for it to be bad. It mills 4 cards, which is enough to hit like a dragon sometimes. And if you hit 1 dragon, you're really happy. Here we go. Whenever a non-token dragon enters, you create a. Oops, that's in a form. You make a dragon. Exile the top 2. You can play those until the end of your next turn. Combat. Nogi becomes a dragon. Make 2 copies of Lathless. They do get legend ruled, but no, they're tokens though. Terrible. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX red dragon illusion creature token with haste, where X is the mana spent to cast that spell. Okay, so you do the mana rock first. And then you get a 2/2 dragon. Wait, you do this first. Think there's 2 of these now. You now get 3 dragons that are 2 mana or 2/2s. Yeah, Dragonhawk probably rules, right? If it's in, hopefully. Yeah, Dragonhawk needs to be in. Fate's Tempest. Like, you do have a lot of power for or greater. I don't know if I dig the extra combat stuff. Insult to injury is pretty funny against, like, fogs. I don't know, though. If you're really running into fogs a lot, Stomp is almost always better on Bone Crusher Giant. Live is not a dragon. We should at least run the 2 mana value dragon cost reducer, right? Dragon Lord Servant. Like, I get not running the 3 mana one, but the 2 mana one's probably good enough. Also, we can cut something like Felwar Stone, and instead of Felwar Stone, run something like Orb of Dragonkind, which is a lot more on theme. Honestly, run both. The Carnelian Orb is really good. Gives haste. I'll Ignite the Future comes out. Fire Crystal. Nogi. Here you're getting screwed by colorless sources. I guess you just equip Nogi with Mask of Memory. Wait, no, this does cost 3. Mirror of the Forebearers. Do this first, and then you can get your egg. Roll 3 other dragons. Hooray. Draw 2, then discard 1. Reckless Impulse. Card's good. This card's crazy. Shoot each of your creatures. 2 mana. Noom. I'd maybe add like a Lazotep Quarry. It can rebuy a dragon in the late game from your graveyard. And on top of that, it can also be a sack outlet for the tutor dragon we just put in. Okay. I think maybe instead of... I don't want to say instead of Chain Reaction, maybe run a Mizium Mortars, but like Mizium Mortars would be very good in this deck. Like, this is the Mizium Mortars deck of all time. Just like ramps a lot, is able to just like wish small flying blockers that would normally stop your bigger dragons. Everything does have flying, so yeah, Earthquake would work. Honestly, the 6 mana Ryusei could be fun. And we did just add a sack outlet, so does 5 damage to each creature without flying when it dies. Maybe also just run High Market. Kazul's Fury. God, Scryfall blows today. Rockfield is taking long. Scryfall's not responding to us. Okay. Did not save what I cut. I haven't cut anything. So let's step Corey, High Market. Kazul's Fury. Yeah, I cut 2 mountains. Yeah, Haven of the Spirit. Oh no, I thought that was already in. I don't know why I thought Haven of the Spirit Dragon. Duels. Fury, so you can fling a dragon. High Market. Type. Land. Set. TDM. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon. Sacrifice this land, search your library for a dragon card, reveal it, put your hand in the shuffle. But it's kind of, I don't know if this kind of tutors what. I don't know. There's like weird lines in the sand here about not running tutors, but some tutors are fine, some aren't. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just too, maybe they just don't like it, so it's fine. You can copy the tutor dragon with the fire crystal and have the copy die for effect for the free tutor, by the way. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, you create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. You target the tutor dragon. The tutor's an artifact, and then you get like Brass's Tunnel Grinder if you want to like change out your hand, whatever. That's fun. I think this is good to go. Run that tutor land over a mountain if you want. Don't if you don't. Deck looks good. Maybe a Tybalt's Trickery if you don't. You already have it. Brilliant. There is one thing. I'm not saying Glorious End does exist. You can do this in response to a board wipe if you guaranteed kill them on your next turn. And this will counter the board wipe. Dragon Storm Globe's fine. It's okay. I don't like that it's 3 mana value and competes with the commander, whereas like Cornelian Orb of Dragon kind of gives haste, which is way better than a +1/+1 counter. Dragon Storm Globe is fine. So I didn't put Glorious End in the deck, but I did stick it in considering for you. First Mirror should probably be in, honestly. Mantheon, thank you for getting a deck review for next week. You can find cuts for these. This considering pile's very good. I'd probably not add Twin Flame or Molten Echoes to this deck though, but these 3 are definitely worth considering and picking up. Just swap them out here and there. Like, I don't know if I would add any of these independently. I don't like that this competes with your commander. Glorious End's funny insofar in as like if you can do it in response to a farewell and then kill that player and then win because you killed that player, you don't have to worry about losing on your end step. And then Cerulean's a funny card, but you would probably need to go faster, man, for that. Is there someone that I missed? Because I think there was. I think we've only done 6, and we're supposed to have done 7. Mojo Man. These are the Reckless. Okay, yep, this is the one we missed. So do we have Mojo Man? Beep, 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 beep. So, big issue here. They did not fill out if they wanted me to do it without them or not. On the deck review, it just goes right into need help with the Decis the Reckless deck. You need to fill out if I can do it on stream or not without you, because if you're not here like this, then I'm very confused. So we're not going to do it because I want to err on the side of caution. YouTube and Twitch, or YouTube, thanks for joining us, but the stream ends here for y'all. Twitch, we're gonna raid out.